Today on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about dark oxygen. That's right. The ocean, our planet's least cooperative roommate, just makes its own secret oxygen to the list, right under hides monsters and throws tsunamis when it's mad. Apparently 5,000 meters under the sea, where sunlight goes to die, scientists found oxygen that shouldn't be there. It's like walking into your basement and finding a campfire. It makes no sense. But welcome to Earth, where reality regularly gives science the middle finger. Oh, and before we dive too deep, like this video or the oxygen goes away. Forever. Your choice. So back in 2013, a scientist named Andrew Sweetman, doing science while the rest of us were binge-watching Netflix, was poking around the Clarion-Clipperton zone. It's an area bigger than India because apparently the ocean doesn't believe in moderation. There he stumbled upon oxygen where oxygen shouldn't exist. I'm talking 5,000 meters deep, aka where sunlight taps out and says, "Good luck, suckers." Normally, oxygen only shows up in these depths if something from the surface dragged it down there. But this wasn't borrowed oxygen. This was freshly baked, locally sourced, organic, farm-to-table oxygen. Hey, Curious George, if you're already wondering what the hell is going on under the ocean, you're not alone. Like this video so we can all keep pretending we understand science together. Here's the thing. Oxygen production underwater usually relies on photosynthesis. Plants, sunlight, yada yada. But that stops working around 200 meters down. After that, it's lights out, literally. So what's causing this ghost oxygen to appear 25 times deeper than sunlight's reach? No one brought a houseplant down there. There's no seaweed with a work ethic. This oxygen is happening without biology, which brings us to the weirdest suspect of all, rocks. Specifically polymetallic nodules. Fancy sea-floor potatoes that might secretly be geological batteries, because sure, why not? Sweetman and his team ran experiments without photosynthetic organisms, aka no leafy suspects in the room, and still saw oxygen appear. Then they measured voltage from those little metal-rich rocks and realized, oh no, they might be doing electrolysis, splitting water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. In other words, the ocean is out here playing mad scientist with its rock collection. It's like if you dropped your phone charger in the bathtub and accidentally discovered fire. Completely unsafe, totally cool. Still watching, Curious George? Hit that follow button, or I'll tell those polymetallic nodules you said they look like old potatoes. And trust me, they hold grudges. Now, here's where it gets dark. And not just because we're 5 kilometers under. These nodules, it turns out, might be keeping things alive down there. Minor detail, but guess what's scheduled to be ripped out of the ocean floor by mining companies? Yup, the rock batteries. The ones possibly generating life-sustaining oxygen in an otherwise suffocating pit of despair. That feels not great. And just to really sell you on the disaster areas that have been previously mined haven't recovered. So once you wreck it, that's it. No takebacks. It's the ecological equivalent of burning your childhood home for scrap metal. Beyond the we might be killing oxygen part, this discovery actually breaks open some pretty wild possibilities. If oxygen can form without biology, without life, then maybe life can form in places we didn't think it could. Like on other planets, moons, maybe your weird neighbor's pool, who knows? This kind of thing changes how we look for life beyond Earth. Forget looking for green plants or little green men. Maybe we just need to find a rock with commitment issues and a weird voltage reading. So Curious George, if today's journey into the ocean's passive-aggressive science tricks blew your mind, go ahead and like and follow, or don't. But if the planet dies gasping for breath, I will bring this up again. The ocean beautiful, mysterious, and apparently running an illegal chemistry lab 5 miles below the surface. As if it wasn't terrifying enough. Stick around for more uncomfortable discoveries with me on Guess What I Found Out, where I bring you the kind of science that keeps you up at night and mildly questions reality.